What's up, YouTube land? It's Mr.StealUrGurl coming at you with a Planetary Annihilation cast. Today we got BattleBear versus foerest on the Duelist system, so I believe it is a ranked match. Both players spawning in on Duelist Prime. We got BattleBear doing a little walk before he builds his first bot factory. He is the Grey Delta Commander with quite a queue. He's going double bot factory opener to air and then some resources. And his opponent spawning in as the purple Theta Commander, rocking that purple like it's purple rain. He is Prince. I'm just playing. foerest starting off with a vehicle factory. He is looks like that fabricator popped out before I could say that the commander was helping that fabricator come out. And the fabricator is walking way far away to this patch, to this metal patch, and he's building a single laser defense tower. Let's see how that works out for him. And a second fabricator is coming as BattleBear is sending a single raid unit. I don't know how much he's going to be able to do with that single raid unit, but let's see what happens. Actually, BattleBear is in a very good position to take out that fabricator. Let's see what he could see. He sees the fab. Oh, two fabs. He is going after it. And boom, boom. And a wall's being built. Now that is, they're not even done. That is top level play right there. Those walls saved that fabrication vehicle at about 20%. Now that is the difference between a top level player and a beginner. That was, I'm amazed by that. Very nice nano block. I think they used to do that in Total Annihilation. That was amazing. So some more raids coming in from BattleBear. And that tank is not going to last long. BattleBear has some arrow ready as foerest is just spamming out vehicle factories. The raid continues from BattleBear. He is looking for metal points with fabrication bots is what he is hoping. Fabrication vehicles, I'm sorry. You know what, I think he's just going to park on all these metal, holding shift. It looks like he's just going to park at these metal patches, keeping his opponent from expanding, which is a very, very smart thing to do. He's all over the map. He has lots of intel. And he's sending out a bomber to just scout out and see his enemies, what his enemies got. And a little fractar going on. I think a bot bit the dust there. It's not worth rewinding, because not a lot happened. Yeah, that vehicle factory is looking pretty healthy. And is he going to be able to take out that metal extractor? I don't know. Let's find out. And that metal extractor is it's going to survive at 7%. Wow. Those bots were shooed away by those bolos. Very, very nice play there. And it appears BattleBear is searching for, not BattleBear, excuse me. foerest was searching for some expansions to take out, but they were taken away by those bumblebees. That is an awesome play there by BattleBear, keeping that expansion alive. But I think that expansion had that was being built, a laser defense tower. But I think that bolo made it there, it would have taken out the fabricator, and there was no way that was going to be finished. Here is the front, right by these two metal patches. A bunch of bolos pushing up without AA support. That is not the right thing to do. foerest knew his opponent had air, but he's pushing in there without any type of AA support. So these bolos, this little bolo attack is completely ineffective. Those tanks are being wiped off the face of the planet with just a few bombing runs supported by a docks push and tanks. And those two fabricators are continuing their build while they're being protected by those tanks. And finally, foerest gets up a air factory. I think he should have done that a little sooner. And wow, look at that build queue. And a little bolo out of place. I think he was searching for a expanding fabricator, but that expanding fabricator just isn't there. And what is this? Foerest is pushing up with his Theta Commander and supported by bolos. That is going to be awesome because he's got some slammers and the Commander AA is very, very strong. That is going to really protect this tank push. He's got to be careful though. He can't let that commander get out of position. He's pushing in, killing some docks, and he's there he goes. He's going to put up some walls. That is a very nice thing to do. That's going to allow a no man's land to be set up where his commander is going to be where Foerest's commander is going to be able to shoot over the walls. Foerest is aggressively pushing in. I think his commander got stuck there. Let's see what's happening back at Foerest's base. Wow, I'm going to have to definitely go back over this. Where in the small screen here, we have BattleBear just wrecking metal extractors, but we have Foerest just walking through BattleBear's base and pretty much doing whatever he wants. But BattleBear is responding. That's going to stop him and say, hey, you are an unwelcome house guest. A laser defense tower over there blaps away at a few bolos, but not too many go down. I am definitely going to rewind it to go over what happens at BattleBear's base, so I hope you guys don't mind. Foerest is building some walls as he takes an Uber cannon right to the face from BattleBear. BattleBear's Delta Commander is much more healthy than Foerest's Theta Commander, dropping down to 69%, and another Uber cannon takes him down another 2%. Those bolos are just shooting at him, but they're not really effective against the commander behind a wall. But he does get a few shots off because that wall is not spammed out. Oh! That Uber cannon just takes out a handful of Foerest's units. And BattleBear is pushing in, and he is reclaiming wall sections. You know what? Let's stop there and go back before we begin looking at other parts of the match. Alright, so as BattleBear is being pushed, Foerest is running in here on the small screen, and there is not a lot of there's no AA here except for that one that just popped out of the factory. And BattleBear is just utterly annihilating these metal extractors with what looked like 4 bombers. And finally, the AA count gets up to enough to do some damage, to actually do something against this large air force. How many metal extractors were lost? I believe it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's take a look at the economy now. Wow, Foerest at 37 to 134. This is certainly a Hail Mary play going on from... Oh, there goes that Uber cannon, dropping him down to 78%. And this is definitely a Hail Mary play from Foerest. Foerest building the walls as his tanks walk in. They're trying to take out another Uber cannon, taking him down to 67%. And a large number of tanks coming in. I think BattleBear is going to overcharge him. Uber cannon them. Boom! 2 go down. A third one goes down from regular commander fire. BattleBear Uber cannons some of the walls, and a boombot goes off, bringing the Theta Commander down to like 42. He's dropping down to 37. BattleBear reclaims and is pushing the Theta Commander. And Foerest is wise to walk away from that. And then Uber Cannon taking out 1 unit. a little nano block, and boom, a boombox bot box, a boombox, that's funny. A boombot hit the Theta Commander, dropping him down to 19%. And a very nice play here, a flanking force trying to take out this bot factory, but they're having a little trouble. Boom! An Uber Cannon takes out several units as BattleBear is pushing the Delta Commander back into a defensive position. He is building walls to keep those bolos from coming in and doing whatever they want. And it appears one boombox bot is being built. I really want to say boombox tonight. I don't know what that is about. Bombers overhead, crushing that poor little bolo that's just chilling there. And the Theta Commander, Foerest, is rebuilding. He's at 51 metal, 31% efficiency. That is not too healthy. And it appears BattleBear is pushing forward to stop any expansions. I don't see why Foerest didn't rebuild in his base. He's got 2 fabricators right there. He should have just been rebuilding. And oh, BattleBear, you are one nasty guy. BattleBear is building up a small force of boombots. I think he is going to end it with these guys, and it appears BattleBear is dropping bombs all over Foerest's base. Not much damage was done considering there was a AA tower. I don't think much was done there. Both players are posturing at each other, walking into no man's land, because here are the trenches. The wall sections are making it so that it is way more difficult to attack. And I think those 2 fabrication bots are working on some power. They're gonna do, I don't know why they're doing 3 power gens right up there. I think it would be better off in the base, but what do I know? I'm just watching the game. I am not playing it. Who knows what Foerest's motive is. And if BattleBear was really sneaky, he could be building a bunch of bombers and just going for a bomb snipe, a bumblebee snipe. But that's not when he's trying to do it. Looks like he might actually use them to clean up, which I think is not a bad idea. But you know what? It's still anyone's game at this point because there are a lot of tanks on the field for Foerest. And the tank count, let's take a look at the army count. BattleBear is indeed way ahead. But they're both at 10 factories, so Foerest could catch up if he gets his economy in check. And Foerest is pushing in with his commander. This may be his Hail Mary. I don't think it is actually anyone's game. I think I am incorrect. Oh, look at all those tanks go down, and I think that here it comes. I think this is it. The boom bots, and boom! No, not yet. Boom! There it goes. Foerest's Theta Commander. I'm sorry, I was a little early, a little premature on that explosion, but I knew it was coming. We all did after we saw those boom bots moving. But yes, it definitely wasn't anyone's game at that point, it appeared, because the army count was, there was quite a disparity. But anyhow, everyone, BattleBear, you did awesome, and Foerest, you did it well as well. Thank you for the game. It was amazing. Both very high-level play. I love Foerest's nano block and that really aggressive commander push. That was really, really cool. And BattleBear held strong and ultimately won out. Anyhow, hit that like button, drop me a subscribe, and GG!